Here we are searching for the ancient Native American Indian petroglyphs on a trail that will be unnamed. It's not in any guidebooks. None of the rangers will tell you about it, but apparently it does exist. But you have to find it on your own. So we have an idea of where it's at by asking around some of the locals and the workers who work here, and so we're on a quest right now to find it. And if we find it, well, I will go ahead and show you video of it. So wish us luck here on our Yosemite petroglyph quest. Okay, going to like my fifth little cave area, looking for these petroglyphs, and I am quite successfully continuing to not find them. It'd be a lot easier if somebody just told me where they were, but unfortunately we've seen some graffiti and some idiocy on this trip, and I can understand why the rangers don't want to tell anybody. Okay, here we go. Another gigantic boulder. This is really interesting because I'm not finding any ancient Native American petroglyphs, but at every time I see one of these little caves, I do find a giant bed surrounded by giant piles of poop. That would be bear poop. Lots and lots of bear poop. And mosquitoes. Lots of bear poop and mosquitoes. To find the ancient Native American petroglyphs has failed miserably, but it was fun. Got to walk a couple more miles today through the park on a trail I hadn't been on. Got to do some random bouldering. Let's make sure there's nothing down here. And got to see some cool sleep hideaways for some of the animals of the park. A couple more great days lined up, and I'll continue to update you with the cool things as they happen. I am in the Joseph LeConte Memorial Library, which is also the headquarters for, I believe it's the headquarters for the Sierra Club here in the Yosemite area. And this is a fantastic building. It's an old stone building. And they've got kind of museum type things going on in the front. They've got a children's library for kids, and then they've got an adult library over on this side. And this building is awesome. Anybody who likes reading needs to make sure they come by here to see some of what they have in the Sierra Club Library here in Yosemite on their trip. It's a great half an hour to all day long stop, depending on what you want to accomplish. Very, very cool. Hey there, it's Thursday night. I know the light's kind of weird, so you can hardly see me. We're leaving the Yosemite Valley Amphitheater right now. We just saw a one-man performance. Lee Stetson, who has appeared in Ken Burns' Yosemite, just performed his John Muir one-man act. He's been doing it for 27 years here in Yosemite. There he is right now over there, signing autographs for the people who saw the show. We saw it as well tonight, and it was a great one-man show. If you ever come to Yosemite, you have to make sure to see Lee Stetson's one-man show about John Muir. and his harrowing stories that John Muir did in his explorations and his adventures when he was in Yosemite. Just absolutely fantastic. Alright, it's morning time, about 5 a.m. and we are at Mirror Lake, and that is the reflection off Mirror Lake of Mount Watkins, which is right there, which is really cool. We're going to keep going around the lake and see if we can get a reflection of Half Dome. Stick with us. Alright, so while I'm looking for a good spot to get the Half Dome reflection, last night at about 12:30, we heard an enormous rock fall that lasted about a minute and a half, it seemed like. Kind of woke us up out of a dead sleep, so it's tough to time, but it went on for quite a while. And now that I'm on the trail right now, you can see there has been some rock fall here before. And I've just passed a couple of signs letting me know that I'm going to butcher the name, but I think that's Glacier Point, right there in front of Half Dome, has had some rock fall lately. And so this road is closed up here, and just this trail's closed in a couple of seconds. Pretty interesting. Hopefully I get to a spot where I can get a good shot of Half Dome. One of the cool things about getting out into Yosemite on foot and exploring trails is you find awesome stuff like this. This is like rock cairn city. They're everywhere. Checking out one of the picnic areas. This is Sentinel Beach. I think this would be the coolest picnic area we've seen if anybody's coming to do picnic here in Yosemite. You got some nice water here for kids to play in the river. Views. There's North Dome. Yosemite Falls is right behind that tree. If I moved, you could actually see it. So, great spot. Sentinel Beach. Okay, there they are, pulling further away from me. I don't even think you can see them in the camera. Okay, we are now at the Swinging Bridge picnic area. I've jumped out of the water and drove ahead of where the deer were heading because I couldn't get through the water fast enough. That, by the way, is the Swinging Bridge picnic area. And right there, you can see Yosemite Falls, by the way. And now I'm looking for deer and baby deer. I'm obsessed with getting a picture of them for the blog. I'm gonna have to find these deer pretty quick because I'm getting eaten alive by mosquitoes right now. This is definitely a deer and bear trail I'm on, though. So let's hope I find them fast. Well, I didn't find a deer, but I found that little thing. Gotta figure out what it is. I think it's a marmot. That's pretty cool. Hey, buddy. How you doing? Coming down to hang out with me? I'm getting completely eaten alive, just so you know, right now by mosquitoes, so I can get these pictures of you. Well, couldn't find the deer, but I found that other little guy, and my feet are disgustingly gross from walking on this trail now. Time to go get cleaned up. Keep heading. We're going to hike to Glacier Point and Sentinel Dome next. Where there's a will, there's a trail. And if not, there's always a pool to lay by.